Hey everyone, and welcome back to English with Monica and Cajun. I'm Monica, and I'm super excited about today's topic because, let's be honest, we've all been there. That moment when you're in a new city, maybe even your own city, and you have absolutely no idea where you are or where you need to go.
Oh, tell me about it, Monica. I once ended up on the complete opposite side of town trying to find a coffee shop, and my phone battery had just died. It was a whole adventure, let me tell you. Cajun here, by the way, and I'm ready to dive into the art of not getting lost.
Exactly. It's universal, isn't it? And for those of us learning English, asking for directions can feel like a huge hurdle. It's not just about knowing the words, but also about the confidence to approach someone and actually understand their reply. That's why today we're focusing on English conversation for asking directions, especially for beginners. We're going to break it down, role play some scenarios, and even have you speak along with us.
Yeah, we're making it super practical. No more wandering aimlessly. We'll start with those crucial opening phrases that make all the difference. Then move into the actual questions and finally, how to understand the answers. Because let's face it, sometimes people speak a bit fast, especially when they're used to their local area.
Absolutely. So let's kick things off with the very first step, getting someone's attention politely. You can't just shout across the street, right? Well, you could, but it's not ideal. The most common and useful phrases are, excuse me and pardon me. Cajun, do you have a preference between the two?
I tend to lean towards excuse me. It feels a little more direct when you're about to ask something. Pardon me is great too, sometimes if you bumped into someone or you didn't quite hear what they said. But for initiating a question, excuse me is my go-to. It's almost like saying, can I bother you for a second? But in a really polite way.
That's a great point. Excuse me is definitely very versatile. So listeners, try repeating after me. Excuse me. Just like that. Nice and clear. One more time. Excuse me. And now, pardon me. Feel the difference? They're both excellent choices for starting a conversation.
Remember, a friendly face and a slight smile really help too. Body language is a universal language. Even before you say anything, people are usually happy to help someone who looks a little lost, but also polite.
Such a good tip, Cajun. Once you have their attention, it's time to ask your question. Now, there are a few ways to ask, where is X, or how do I get to Y? Let's start with the simplest. Where is? For example, excuse me, where is the nearest train station?
And you can be more specific. Excuse me, where's the library? Or, excuse me, where's a good coffee shop around here? You're just slotting in the place you want to find. It's super flexible. Let's try it. Excuse me, where is the post office? You try repeating that.
Perfect. Another excellent phrase, a bit longer but very common, is how do I get to? This implies you're asking for the route, not just the static location. So, excuse me, how do I get to the city center? Or, pardon me, how do I get to the museum?
This one's great because it sets the expectation that they'll give you actual step-by-step direction. If you just ask, where's the museum? They might just point. But how do I get there usually prompts a more detailed explanation. Let's practice. Excuse me, how do I get to the bus stop? Your turn.
Fantastic. So we've got excuse me, pardon me, and then where is or how do I get to? These are your bread and butter. Now let's talk about understanding the answer. This is where it can get a little tricky because people use directional words and sometimes local landmarks. Cajun, what are some of the most common words we'll hear?
Oh, absolutely. The big ones are go straight, turn left, and turn right. Those are your core three. You'll hear things like go straight for 2 blocks, or turn left at the traffic light, or it's on your right after you turn. It really helps to visualize it in your head as they're speaking.
Yes, visualization is key. Let's break those down. Go straight. Simple enough, right? Just keep walking forward. Try saying it with us. Go straight, and then turn left. Make sure you know your left from your right. Let's practice. Turn left, and then turn right. Repeat that, turn right.
It sounds obvious, but in a stressful situation, mixing up left and right can easily happen. I've done it. I've been given perfect directions and still managed to go the wrong way because I panicked and took a right instead of a left. So really drill those into your brain. Left, right, straight.
Another common phrase is, it's on your left, or it's on your right. This tells you which side of the street the destination is on. So go straight, turn left at the corner, and it'll be on your right. Let's try repeating. It's on your left, and it's on your right. That's
Trait.
good.
Shock trait.
Good. It's
Then you've got landmarks. People will often say, at the traffic light, at the intersection, or past the big supermarket. These are your visual cues. You need to keep an eye out for them. Go straight until you see a big red building, then turn right. That's a classic.
And block is a very American term but used in many English-speaking places. It refers to the section of a street between two intersecting streets. So walk 2 blocks straight means walk past 2 street corners. Let's practice those. At the traffic light.
Oh.
And go past the park. And walk 2 blocks.
Now, what if they speak too fast or use words you don't understand? Don't just nod and pretend. That's how you end up on the other side of town. It's totally okay to ask them to repeat or slow down. What are some polite ways to do that, Monica?
Excellent question, Cajun. This is crucial for beginners. You can say, "Excuse me, could you repeat that, please?" Or, "Pardon me, could you say that again?" And if they're really rattling off directions, you can politely ask, "Could you speak a little slower, please?" It shows you're trying to understand, and people usually appreciate that. Let's practice. Could you repeat that, please? Repeat after me. And now, could you speak a little slower, please?
Also, a really good one is to try and confirm, like, so if I understand correctly, I go straight, then turn left at the traffic light, and it's on my right. This lets them correct you if you've got something wrong. It's a great way to double check. Try saying, so if I understand correctly.
Yes, confirming is a pro move. It prevents miscommunication. And finally, once you've got your directions, don't forget to say thank you or thanks a lot. A warm, "I really appreciate your help" goes a long way. Let's practice those. Thank you very much. And I really appreciate your help.
All right, so we've covered the basics. Now let's put it into practice with some role play scenarios. I'll be the person asking for directions, and Monica will be the helpful local. Then we'll switch. For our listeners, imagine you're right there with us, and try to say the phrases out loud as we go, especially when you're asking or confirming.
Sounds good. Scenario 1. Cajun needs to find a popular coffee shop, the Daily Grind, which is just a few blocks away. I'm standing near a bus stop. Take it away, Cajun.
Okay, deep breath. Here I go. Clear his throat. Excuse me, Monica, could you tell me how to get to the Daily Grind coffee shop?
Oh, the Daily Grind. Yes, I know it well. It has the best lattes. So from here, you'll want to go straight down this street for about 2 blocks. You'll pass a small park on your left. After the park, you'll see a big bookstore called Page Turners. Turn right immediately after Page Turners. The Daily Grind will be just a little further down on your left, next to a flower shop. You can't miss it.
Wow, okay, that was a lot. Chuckles, let me just make sure I've got that. So, I go straight for 2 blocks, past the park on my left, then after Page Turner's bookstore, I turn right. And the Daily Grind will be on my left, next to a flower shop. Is that right?
Perfect. You've got it exactly. The flower shop has a bright red awning, so it's a good landmark.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Monica. I really appreciate your help.
You're very welcome. Enjoy your coffee. All right, listeners, did you try speaking along with Cajun? It's okay if you stumbled a bit. The key is to keep practicing. Notice how Cajun confirmed the directions? That's such a smart move. Now let's switch roles for our next scenario.
Okay, my turn to be the helpful local. Monica, you're looking for the History Museum and you're near a big shopping mall entrance. What's your question?
All right, here I go. Deep breath. Excuse me, Cajun. Could you possibly tell me how to get to the City History Museum from here?
Ah, the History Museum. Yes, it's a great spot. From here, you'll want to exit the mall and turn left. Walk straight until you reach the main road. That's Elm Street. Cross Elm Street at the traffic light, then continue straight for 1 more block. The museum is a large, old stone building on your right, just past the big fountain. It's quite distinctive. You can't miss it.
Okay, that sounds pretty straightforward. So I leave the mall, turn left, walk to Elm Street, cross at the traffic light, and then continue straight for 1 block. The museum is the big stone building on my right, after a fountain. Is that all correct?
Absolutely perfect, Monica. Just keep an eye out for that fountain. It's quite grand. And if you have any trouble, there's usually a helpful attendant at the museum's front desk.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your clear directions, Cajun. I really appreciate it.
You're most welcome. Have a fantastic time at the museum. So, you see, listeners, even when the directions are a bit longer, breaking them down and confirming each step is super helpful. And speaking of helpful, what if you're trying to find something a little less common, like a specific boutique inside a larger complex?
That's a great challenge. Let's say I'm looking for a specific clothes boutique called Chic Threads inside a large shopping mall, and I'm just inside the main entrance. Here I go. Clears throat. Pardon me, Cajun. I'm looking for Chic Threads' boutique. Do you know where that is in the mall?
Oh, Cheek Threads. Yes, they have some lovely pieces. From this main entrance, you'll need to go straight past the big food court on your left. Then, you'll see a set of escalators going up to the second floor. Take those escalators. Once you're on the second floor, turn right. Walk past 3 shops, a shoe store, a jewelry shop, and a toy store. Cheek Threads' will be the 4th shop on your left, just before the cinema.
Okay, wow, a lot of specific landmarks there. Let me try to recap. So from here, I go straight past the food court, take the escalators up to the second floor. Then I turn right and walk past 3 shops. Shoe, jewelry, toy, and Cheek Threads is the 4th on my left, before the cinema. Is that all correct?
Perfectly summarized, Monica. You won't miss it. The toy store has a big teddy bear in the window. That's a good landmark to watch for before Cheek Thread.
That's so helpful. Thank you very much, Cajun. I really appreciate it. And listeners, did you notice how I broke down those directions from the mall? Sometimes, inside a building, it's even more about counting shops and remembering landmarks. So don't be afraid to ask for those specific details if you need them.
Definitely. And remember, it's completely normal to ask for clarification. Don't be shy. Everyone has been lost at some point. It's about taking that first step, saying, "Excuse me," and being open to a little conversation. The more you do it, the more confident you'll become.
That's so true. And think about it. English is an international language. You might be asking for directions from someone who also learned English as a second language. So be patient with yourself and with the person you're asking. A little mutual understanding goes a long way.
We've focused a lot on walking directions, but these phrases apply to public transport too. You might ask, "Excuse me, where is the nearest subway station?" Or, "How do I get to the number 29 bus stop?" The core questions remain the same.
Right. And it's also about being aware of your surroundings. Before you ask, take a quick look around. Are there any street signs? Any big, obvious landmarks? Sometimes a little self-help can narrow down your question. But when you need that human touch, you're now equipped with the phrases.
Yeah, and don't forget the power of a simple "sorry, I don't quite understand." It's better than pretending you know and then getting even more lost. Most people are genuinely happy to help clarify, especially if you've already made the effort to ask in English.
Absolutely. So to recap our essential toolkit for asking directions, start with a polite "excuse me" or "pardon me." Follow up with "where is" or "how do I get to." Listen for key directional words like straight, left, right, and landmarks. Don't be afraid to ask, "Could you repeat that?" or "Could you speak slower?" And always finish with a heartfelt thank you.
And remember our speak-along practice. The more you say these phrases out loud, the more natural they'll feel when you really need them. Even if you're just walking around your house, practice saying, "Turn left at the kitchen table," or "Go straight to the bathroom." Make it fun.
That's such a brilliant idea, Cajun. Everyday practice is the best practice. So next time you're heading out, challenge yourself. Maybe even intentionally get a little lost in a safe area, just so you have to ask someone. It's fantastic real-world practice for your English skills.
Totally. And you'll often find people are really supportive and happy to help you practice your English too. It's a great way to meet people and build confidence. So don't let the fear of getting lost stop you from exploring. You've got this.
Couldn't agree more. Getting lost sometimes leads to the best discoveries, but it's much better when you know how to find your way back, or get to where you intended to go. So go out there, practice these phrases, and confidently navigate your next adventure.
Thanks for joining us today on this journey to confident direction asking. We hope you feel a lot more prepared. Keep practicing, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye for now, everyone, and happy navigating.